is PolishLynx. This is of course 1000 lies, and well, again going back to what with the music. Okay, again going back to night recording, at least for some time. Alright, it had been a while since the day's lesson ended and I went back home, but that very afternoon I would have to pass by the school again. I left the clinic that's next door to my school and I decided to take a detour through the scenic route. There's a park with a small pond located behind the school, and I like to wander there from time to time. It's sloppier than you'd expect. The water is nearly dried up and has a strange hue that's extremely off-putting. That doesn't change the fact that it's quiet and welcoming here when you just want to take a peaceful stroll. As I sit in the park on the bench at the edge of the road, I flip my pen in frustration, as I am unable to recall the words for its paper counterpart. Then, with a heavy sigh, somehow my thoughts are suddenly led astray. And what's the reason for that? I still have time to go and take a look at the place the email mentioned. I remember the place not being too far away from here, and even though I know it's stupid, it still piques my interest. I really enjoy this music actually. Alright. Forget it. I said I wouldn't go. Why would I? Anyways, to make fool out of myself in front of Ziva, sorry. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. Exactly. Also said we should be making the most of the time we have before our final exams. It's true there isn't much time before the exams begin, and after that I don't have any plans, but is that there is enough for an anything goes attitude? That isn't the right question. The most important thing now is to think about what I would truly want to do, without forgetting to consider the risks. Exactly. We have to do it that way. Consider the risks, and then think about going somewhere. Probably. Alright, but let's continue the game, like, seriously. Okay. In the worst case scenario, what could it be? A kidnapping. I'm not important enough to be kidnapped this elaborately. And if it's just a prank, then who cares? I don't even like this town. I'll just leave once I finish high school. I don't really care how the others see me either. I'm curious to know who sent me that stupid email. I should stop overthinking it. Exactly, I should go investigate it and find the truth myself. What now, Ziv? Take that? Thrilled with the results of my monologue, I jump up and flip off a random, unsuspecting cloud. It's not like I actually care about the cloud's feelings, but it's obvious that I was caught up in the moment and had temporarily abandoned my own principles. What nonsense I even... That's it! You're totally right, I have to change my attitude, to hell with everything! A huge hat flops out of nowhere, concealing a girl underneath it who then also decides to flip off an unsuspecting cloud. Upon closer inspection, I see that hat is normal size, but the girl underneath is just puny. For no apparent reason, that shortly walks up to me and answers a question I haven't even asked. What am I doing here? I've been on that bench the entire time. I was drowning in sorrow until you decided to sit next to me. Naturally, I assumed you were going to hit on me. In fact, I don't know why it doesn't happen more often. Aren't you just a kid? Although, it's a pity that you just had to be so ugly. No hard feelings, but I have high standards. Well, my standards are to not take kids. Is she making fun of me? Well, I mean, you're intriguing in your own way, yeah. It isn't good to be so forceful. First impressions aren't everything, girl. Can I go now, please? The important thing is that you aren't perfect. You came to cheer me up. I don't know how you knew what I was thinking, but your words have inspired me. Can I go now? Thank you so very much! Alright, I have no idea what's going on. It seems that when I sat here, I didn't realize someone else was sitting here too, and now she thinks I was talking to her all along. That's what I get for thinking out loud. Normally people would think you're crazy for doing so. You'd never expect to attract crazy people. I know who she is, but I need to stay calm, like she's a predator. I mustn't let her smell my fear. Grace, don't touch! She's sniffing me? You smell like a good person. What? I think I'm gonna like you after all. You have better chance than I initially thought. You should be proud of yourself. You're scaring me, kind of. I'll do like you said and you just enjoy the moment. My condition shouldn't be an obstacle and overthinking it isn't going to solve anything. Right, so it's been a pleasure finally meeting you face to face. Until next time. Thank you again. Okay, I'm dumbfounded. What just happened? She leaves as suddenly as she appeared. I would like to say something to reply, but I'm speechless. In fact, I think he thinks he peed himself a bit. Okay. That's weird. Tossing aside things I'd rather forget, I'm here to check this place out because of that mysterious email. I was thinking there would be a cowboy or someone to challenge me to a duel, but nobody else is here. I should have known that, considering where I am in an unfinished neighborhood. They started building a ton of complexes here a little less than a decade ago, but they blew the budget before finishing them. This playground is one of the few things they managed to finish, but with no one living around here, it's no wonder that it isn't popular. I can confirm that personally, since I usually pass close to this area when I visit the library, and I've never seen anyone else here before. It seems that I came here for nothing. Or at least, that's what I think until I spot a leg hanging out amongst the tubes, rails and slides. Keeping my distance, I sneak around the playground, trying to find out who the leg belongs to. And sitting there is a girl. Huh. Are you kind of similar? Well, never mind. Let's not reveal my faults now. I immediately recognize not her identity, but the gestures she's making. Between her fingers, she holds a pencil which she uses to trace lines along her sketchbook that's propped up against her knees. While listening closely, I can hear her humming. Sometimes she rubs her pencil against her lips while in thought, or looks away from the sketchbook to view her subject from another perspective. She doesn't seem to notice my presence as I hide behind a tree, planning the best course of action. Alright, Sierra, there is nobody else around here, so she must be the one who sent the email. Or at least, she must somehow be involved with it. So I go out, wanting an explanation to the email. Seems easy enough. As soon as I begin to emerge from my hiding spot, I immediately jolt back behind the tree. Wait a second! If she's waiting for me, then why is she sketching here? She seems too immersed in her drawing to be waiting for someone, so she hasn't even looked at anything but her paper and subject. Actually, it must be difficult to see much from her vantage point. If she's waiting for me, it would make more sense to wait from where she can see the entrance. Another possibility is that she wants to ambush me. That would account for why she's hidden. Then maybe she got too caught up in her art and forgot about me. Okay, that guy is weird. Like, totally weird. In that case, I should try to catch her off guard. Why am I overthinking this anyway? I have the upper hand here. I just need to move first. I should just be friendly and give her a good first impression. It would still be a surprise attack, but not as aggressive. I stealthily step out of my hiding spot. With cat-like reflexes, I climb up the slide and grab one of the monkey bars near where I want to slide down next. I sneak behind the girl with the intention of surprising her before she can react to anything. Gotcha. Eh? She's gone? I failed my mission, miserable, and decide to survey the area just in case. When I find notes her running out the park, fleeing with all of her art supplies in hand. Now what do? I scratch my head in confusion, with no next plan of action until I gaze at the nearby garbage can. She probably hasn't yet realized that nobody comes here to empty the trash, seeing as it's filled with her scraps of paper from failed drawings. It's pretty full, so she probably comes here often. The scraps have all kinds of illustrations, clearly drawn by someone with natural talent of animals and fantasy creatures one would expect from a movie. They aren't the work of an expert, but they have a quality that dazzles me, except for a small detail. What's written next to them? This one has a story that begins with an inter-country religion war that somehow ends with an intergalactic war with vampires? Another is about magicians, summoning spirits in a post-apocalyptic city. Their enemy seems to be a gangster werewolf, also from space. This one stars a group of globe-trotting, demon-hunting mercenaries. The demons aren't from space this time, but hyperspace. Okay, this is giving me an aneurysm. The art's good, but the concepts, not so much. There are too many cliches. I'm starting to wonder if they are all actually parodies. Maybe she's mocking me, or maybe these are clues of some kind. While I'm busy putting my detective skills to the test, I slip on something and lose my balance. Looking down, I find that the culprit is a common drawing pencil. That's weird, I saw her using this a minute ago. For her to drop it like that, she must have been in a pretty big hurry. Then I realized something. This happened to me at the pond too. I was talking out loud without noticing. She must have heard me while I was rambling behind a tree and I must have scared her. That must be why she ran away. She has to be involved with the email business. She ran away because I was about to catch her. Okay, no, because you act like a creep. Okay, I can't let things end like this, right? We have unfinished business, my dear nameless artist. What? No, seriously, I'm a bit confused at the moment with the game. No, wait, what am I doing? I mean, yeah, okay, maybe I just got caught up in all of the excitement. Let's just say that sometimes I get lost in thought and maybe lose control of myself. It's because of those kinds of situations that I'd rather take things slowly and consider my options first. When I decide to improvise, nothing good ever comes of it. After leaving the playground, I tried to catch up with the mysterious girl before I lost sight of her, while also trying to be careful as not to let her see me. I couldn't just approach her with other people around. They might get the wrong idea if she goes on the defensive or accuses me of something. Finding the ideal moment was essential. Although I think my decision was bad since I decided to hide inside of a cardboard box. Okay, let's not comment on this. Like in that one kid's game, every time she'd make an unexpected movement, I'd stop and conceal myself under the best possible camouflage ever. It was an easy task, considering my 35 years of experience as a triple agent for some of the most important spy agencies in the world. What? Well, no, to be honest, it was just an excuse to spy on someone while hiding inside a cardboard box. It was on my bucket list. My intentions were good, and that's all that matters, right? It was a pity that everyone kept pointing me out. It sure didn't help my stalking. What's the problem with people who like hiding in cardboard boxes? If it becomes a trend, you'll all come begging me to help. Still, I have to say that this was incredibly uncomfortable. It's a good thing I'm the kind of person who follows his convictions through to the end, no matter what. I wouldn't say that's good in this situation. By staying well hidden, yeah, very well. I was able to continue following my target. After changing streets, the target changed directions at an intersection and went down the street. I knew well, since I usually take it on my way to school. It was hard to keep up with her the whole way. I'm not good at sports. In fact, I'd say I'm below average as far as proficiency is concerned. Not that it's easy to sprint while wearing a box. but the girl seems to be competing for the 20-kilometer power walking Olympic gold medal. Why was she in such a hurry? We passed by a flight of stairs. That would have been a good place to stop. Take the stairs down and return home. I even live nearby too. What a pity that my common sense was turned off out of my range. Maybe the car box stopped the connection from getting through. Yeah, that's probably the case. It's not because you are totally crazy. Finally, we reached an apartment block, forcing me to leave my companion cube behind. I discreetly followed behind her and used my foot to catch the door before it slammed shut. Then I snuck into the lobby. In for a dim, in for $1. By then, I'd probably lost sight of my objective. I ran up the stairwell as quick as I could while my target used the elevator and found myself in front of the apartment she entered only moments ago. The pursuit should have ended there, but then she came back out of her apartment. It took less than a minute for her to reappear, having left all of her art supplies inside. Luckily, I was hidden out of sight in the stairwell. Imagine my surprise when she not only walked away but also left her apartment's door ajar. The thing is, I've never been good when it comes to resisting temptations, so I took a small peek inside. I saw a single light in one of the rooms. Why? That brings me to now. I'm shamelessly breaking into a girl's apartment. I was drawn to the light like a moth to a flame, seeing as the rest of her apartment was veiled in darkness. She definitely lives here, and the walls are filled with pictures of her friends, her family. It's a bit messy overall, but my room is still worse. At least here I can actually see the floor. She even has some sports trophies on display. The closest thing to trophies you can find in my room is my figure collection. Okay, worst of all, I can't find any clues to the mystery. My package definitely isn't here and there isn't any evidence that she knows me somehow. Because she's not from the package. But whatever. I shrugged before deciding to leave. But not before returning the pencil I found on the playground and placed it on her desk. I figured it's the least I can do now. At first I thought about leaving it with the rest of the art supplies, but I couldn't find them, so on the desk it goes. I make my way through the darkness and out of her apartment, quietly grumbling and wondering how I can be so unlucky. The front door is difficult to open, even using my full strength, because the frame is close to the floor, making it resistant movement, but carefully I manage to quietly open the door. And you are caught. Isn't it hilarious how easily I can just close the door again? Sweat is suddenly pouring down my body, quicker and harder than any monsoon. She, the mysterious artist, is now standing on the other side of the door. Not that it's weird, considering this was her home, but why did she come back so soon? Why is she always in such a hurry? Calm down, Sierra. Calm down. She's outside and she saw you, but it isn't the end of the world. I've got it. I can jump out through the window. It's only the top floor and I can fly away. Yeah, fly away. What am I saying? The adrenaline rush isn't letting me think clearly. My mind is foggy and it feels like my thoughts are at odds with each other. On one hand, there's a chance that she's the culprit of the malevolent meme. If it's the case, then she won't think it's weird that I'm here and we can talk it through. We basically could say something like, "Oh, I put down your pen on the desk. See ya." But still, you are crazy. On the other hand, she might not have anything to do with that, and it will look like I'm a common thief who sneaks into my victims' homes. I'll have to take everything into careful consideration. In some places, they would take me out back and shoot me for being here. Yes, that's what they should do. Well, that's what she should do. Wait a minute. I've got an idea. Yes, an idea. It isn't a good one, but I know. But it's better than trying to fly away, and that's good enough for me. Actually, I don't even know if it will help me, but it's already too late. I have to try. I take a deep breath, release it, and then brace myself to speak quietly enough that the artist won't have a chance to respond until I'm done. Hello, in the name of freedom! Haha, this is the second floor, not third, right? You come in surable warehouses! In America, we build real houses with real first floors, none of the ground floor crap. And why gotta call it the ground floor anyway? It's got a fucking proper floor, don't it? Who even calls it that? Speak American, why don't ya? No hard feelings, right? I call it peace. Don't you worry, I'm from America. And America is the gospel of the new world. As long as I believe in freedom, so too will I believe in you. Everyone is American at heart. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. If you exist, America will come for y'all. Freedom is just like real American hamburgers everywhere. Every man, woman, child of the world that isn't the freedom hating, baby Jesus killing, terrorist foreign kebab, and feels the power of freedom in his or her heart is a child of America. A brother in arms. Won't hell let you brother into your house? You cancel my casa, ain't that what y'all Mexicans always say? Ho 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 ho. God bless this country, little girl, and God bless you. Ho 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 ho. The girl, overwhelmed by my pseudo-patriotic spirit, takes a couple of steps backward, speechless. She doesn't scream, just asks who I am. I decided to really get into character and speak with the composure of a true American hero and the grace of one of the founding fathers of the Constitution. Remember my name, little girl, cause I'm only saying it once. The name's John. John Mackenzie. The lights suddenly go off and I opt to take the opportunity to run to the stairwell and feel like a hillbilly is taking pot shots at me. I would love to say that the miracle was thanks to the soul of Benjamin Franklin, summoned by my patriotism, who then destroyed the electrical system. Sadly, that wasn't it. It was thanks to the automatic timer on the apartment that turns off the porch lights after several minutes to conserve energy. It wasn't part of the plan, but I ran with it anyways. What I'm focusing on right now is escaping as quickly as possible. I'm running out of time after all. Soon the lights will turn on again and... Thief! I knew it. I was supposed to be the good guy. How did it turn out like this? And why did I ever think pretending to be American was a good idea? At least I managed to get some distance, I guess. I'm cursing my bad luck when I hear the sound of the elevator moving. It must be that girl trying to catch me. I'm already bad at improvising, but I'm even worse under pressure. I stumble a couple of times on my way down the stairs. That's just the risk one takes when jumping down 5 steps at a time though. How unfortunate my fear became a reality. Right before I could sprint out the building, the elevator arrives at the bottom. There's no other way to escape. The building is narrow and each floor only has an elevator, a set of stairs and 2 apartments. I could try to push my way out, but I don't want an assault charge on me too, which would happen considering my awful luck. I had decided to run back up the flights of stairs when one of the apartment doors behind me opens, revealing one of its other residents. What now was that scream? What was that scream just now? It came from upstairs. Is everything alright? While the distracted tenant goes up the stairs, I take the opportunity to sneak into his apartment before it enters. Why? Why would you do that? Yeah, I'm sticking to another apartment, so what? Who even cares at this point? I've been having a brain fart for too long now, I can think. You could just wait on the other floor. After I enter the apartment, I push aside the curtains concealing the glass doors to the balcony and walk onto it. There doesn't seem to be anyone else in the apartment and I can't come up with another way to escape anyways. Shrouded by the darkness, I search for some way to make my exit via the balcony. The apartment is only on the 2nd floor, so I'm safe to jump down, but I would prefer to just climb down using a lower floor's barred window. I make sure that the fall is less than 3 feet and... I'm out. Surprisingly, my escape went smoother than expected. It was almost too easy. I can't believe it as I curse my right leg. I expect to age from the pressure of that jump. Thankfully, everything seems fine and I'm totally unharmed. I stop wasting time and begin running, overjoyed the whole way home. Everything happened so fast, I try and convince myself that it was all just a bad dream, and tomorrow I'll forget about it. For some reason though, I can't stop laughing. He's crazy. He's definitely crazy. Oh, chapter 2, okay. I don't even know how many chapters there are. Should I check it? Yeah, whatever. Just what I need. I'm tired and school isn't exactly my favorite place in the world. What is it even missing to become a real hell on earth? Wait, give me a second. My sides hurts too much. So, you decided to go to the playground and found a girl there. Then you followed her around town while hiding inside a cardboard box, snuck to her apartment and then her room like some kind of pervert. Then she caught you and you pretended to be American. Finally ran away and snuck into someone else's apartment and then jumped off the balcony for whatever reason. Yeah, that's right. It's not like I wanted to tell Mr. and Mrs. Snoopy what happened yesterday, but they kept asking questions when they noticed I wasn't actually like myself. That's what you get from wild animals. They have good instincts. Well, I would do the same. And smack you in the head. Seriously, I don't really have a problem letting people know about my life. I just always end up regretting it at the end of the day if those two find out. I never learn. It's actually funny, compañero. You're always complaining about how I seem like a foreigner because I mix languages and now I pretend to be who? John something? Don't remind me, what a joke. My terrible accent only made it worse. For once, I envy Lou your linguistic ability, but don't get used to it. Not really, I'm only confident about it because I believe it, bro, that's all. Let's just get to the point already. CR, what's important to us men? That girl. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot was she? Do you really believe I had the time to notice that? From your reaction, I'd say she was at least a solid 8. I decided not to answer that and instead raised an eyebrow, hoping that it would be enough to deter us from pushing further. Sadly, I'm wrong. More than an 8 out of 10? Coming from someone so picky about the girls, she must look like an angel love. I can't wait to meet this sexy suitor of trouble souls. It makes no sense to assume that there is any logic to all's crazy maintaining. Let's not talk about crazy people. Especially you are not really allowed to do this, man. Luckily, the teacher finally comes in the room and instructs everyone to go to their seats. Based on the way Oz and Ziva say goodbye to me, I don't think they will be leaving me alone today. Oh. The bells signaling the start of recess sounds like a celestial chore to my ears. Everyone shuffles out of the classroom in search of somewhere to take a break. However, I know that my own freedom won't come as easily. The teacher calls out to me before I can leave. The old, friendly literature teacher stands up and pulls me aside, ensuring that no one else can eavesdrop on our conversation. I politely ask him what he needs. I'm pretty surprised that he pulled me aside in the first place, actually. Well, it's about the last assignment you had in class, the creative writing piece. It didn't have an ending. Did you forget to include it? No wonder it took me by surprise. Since I forgot all about the assignment, but my teacher looks even more astonished when I explain that he already has the entire story in his hands. His expectations drop down to earth, and I watch him trying to figure out whether or not to make me write a proper ending, a request he wouldn't hesitate making to any other student. I've received special treatment for a while now, ever since I won a writing competition. The fun thing is that I didn't even plan on participating in the first place. Turns out someone decided to enter one of my stories under my name without my permission. From then on, everyone started to assume I'd become a famous writer or something, and their theory was only supported even more by my notebook writing habit. It's not like I had the idea or anything, and I don't care what other people think of me. I just don't care about writing as much as everyone wants me to. Especially considering that I haven't won anything else since then. What else can I say? The ending doesn't seem... It doesn't seem finished, right? My teacher isn't confident about how he should react to my small interruption. He admits I'm right, but tries to soften the blow since it's not the first time we find ourselves in this kind of situation. I wouldn't put it like that, it's more like there's still untapped potential. You know, the ending is like the opus magnum of every story. If it fails to meet the reader's expectations, then... I find it fascinating that a literature teacher struggles to find the most politically correct way to express himself. I can only admire a man that respects his pupils so much. Still, sometimes, just sometimes, I wish everyone would stop placing me up on a pedestal. I don't deserve this kind of special treatment. Everything would be easier. And with that, let's end the episode. Let's end it here. 1000 likes. Hope you enjoyed the second part. And, well, basically, see you in the next one tomorrow. Bye bye.